Hey guys, it's Peggy Yee here with Citrus Templates, and I wanted to give you a walkthrough of the Ultimate Real Estate Agent Business Tracker. So if you like this walkthrough, like this video, I'm going to include the links to purchase this template down below in the show notes, and so you can take a look at it and purchase it if you like it. So this Ultimate Real Estate Agent Business Tracker is basically putting together a lot of the other templates that I have. If you kind of like a lot of my individual templates, but you want everything in one place, this is the Ultimate Real Estate Agent Business Tracker. So it has 6 different components to it. One is doing the annual planning. Next is an agent dashboard, so you can track your current status versus your goals. There's another tab for specifically for lead generation, so you can track how many leads you're getting and what the sources are. And then there's the transactions tab, so you can track all of your current transactions and what status they are. Are your listings active, under contract, closed, all that good stuff. And then there's a buyer-seller pipeline tracker. So that tracks, your buyers and your sellers to make sure that you never forget to follow up with somebody. I know we have all done that. So this is a way to help you make sure you never forget to follow up with anybody. And then finally, there's an expense and a tracker and a profit loss statement. So this is going to be tracking, all of your expenses. And then from, the combination of tracking your expenses and tracking your transactions, right, which is your income, you'll be able to see your profit and loss for each month. So I'm just going to go through all of these tabs and you can kind of see how each of them work. So first is, this kind of README. It'll talk through how to customize the sheet and stuff like that for yourself. Now the first tab then is the setup and the business plan. So this is the business plan. So, at the start of the year or whenever you purchase this, you can set your goals, for the whole year or maybe the remainder of the year. And so you can set whatever your goals are. You can also put your conversion rates. So if you don't know your conversion rates, just use your best guess and then start tracking it in the lead generation tracker. And then after, a month, 3 months or so, you should be able to get some good percentages of your specific conversion rate. So don't get hung up on this. Just use, your best guess right now and then, adjust it once you have more data and more information. You can also enter seasonality here. So, typically, January, December, you may have less deals, but then the spring and summer market may be more, unless you're maybe in a, vacation area or something like that. So you can adjust the seasonality of your business, and I'll show you where this comes up later. So once you fill in all of the, pink areas, then typically everything in gray is automatically calculated. So based upon your goals and your conversion rate, this will calculate automatically your annual goals, your monthly goal, and your weekly goal. So it's great if you say, okay, I want to make 500,000, but what does that mean on a weekly basis based upon your conversion rate? So that's really how you're going to get to here. So you can just really focus every week. Hey, I got to get, at least, two appointments, 2 buyer appointments. I got to get at least, 1.88, seller leads, like all of that kind of information is on a weekly basis. So you could really focus on just what you need to do for the week. And then if you do everything that you need to do every week, then, the monthly goals and the annual goals all roll up nicely. And then finally, you can, this is where you're going to set up your default list choices. So you can have, just the different types of, the property status, transaction types, lead sources. You can adjust this for your business. Any kind of expense categories. If you have anything else you want to adjust, you can put it here. Again, generally the gray areas you don't want to touch because that may mess up the spreadsheet, but anything in pink, you can adjust it and for your business. So same thing, contingency statuses. Again, the follow-up schedule is pretty much set, and then there's some of this buyer pipeline status as well. So that's the setup and the business plan. The next one is your agent dashboard. So at the top, you'll see it says read only. So on specific tabs, it will say read only. So don't put anything in there. This is automatically calculated from other parts of the spreadsheet that you're entering in information. So this automatically gets updated, so you don't need to adjust anything. So on the dashboard, you can quickly see, this is just a reminder of what your goals were. So this is pulling based upon the business plan that to get to this goal, this is what you need to do every week. So very quickly, you can just remind yourself, okay, this is what I need to do every single week. Then you've got your agent dashboard. So this is a summary of how many transactions you wanted, how's it going, what your transactions are by status and by type. And then you have a lot of these other year-to-date efficiencies and benchmark numbers here. Then you can have lead generation summary. So how many buyer and seller leads are you getting every month? What's your GCI every month? What are your expenses every month? And what's the breakdown of those expenses? And then here you have your business metrics. So you can actually choose how you want to see your metrics. Do you want to see it by contracts, by volume, or by GCI? And the forecast is based upon that seasonality. So where we saw the seasonality here, that is where you're going to see the forecast, because you may think you're doing really well because you're on track during the summer months, but if you may actually be behind because because November and December may have lower sales, right? So you kind of want to just kind of keep track of this to make sure that you're on track for your goals by month. And so here, then you can kind of also see by month what your pending is, what your closed, and what you said you would wanted to accomplish for your annual goals. And then this will just start listing out all of your recent transactions based upon this transactions tab. So you don't need to put it in here, but this just pulls all of your transactions so you can kind of quickly see, like if you think you're missing something or anything like that, you can quickly just glance at this and see, what transactions are pulling up for this dashboard. So again, it is read only. It pulls information from the other sheets, so you don't need to update anything in here. The next tab is the lead generation tab. And so this is for every single week. This goes by week. So you can see all of this is by week. And then the lead sources, you can have up to 10 lead sources, and that is adjusted here. So if you adjust one of them here, it'll change in that lead generation. It'll change in this tab here. So you can set up your lead sources, and then every week for leads specifically, you can put them in by lead source. So you know how many leads are coming in by each lead source. And then you can just track for the week, okay, from all these leads, how many appointments did I set? How many did I actually meet with? And how many clients did I sign? So that's kind of like the set met sign. So you can see how you're doing in terms of the conversion. And this automatically will then calculate your conversion rate so that you know and you can see where you need to improve. Like, do you have issues setting appointments, or do you have issues getting appointments signed? The conversion rates are going to help you figure out where some leaks are in your business. Now, the sold is actually coming from the transaction. So you don't need to track, okay, how many closings did I have this week? Because ideally you are updating that in your transactions tab. And so you don't have to update this. This is actually in gray. So this automatically gets updated based upon the transactions tab. So you don't need to do anything there. So all you need to do on this sheet is to track your leads and your lead sources every week, and how many appointments you set, how many you met with, and how many you signed. And then all the other calculations are automatically done for you. Okay, next is the transactions sheet. So this is very similar to my sales tracker template. So basically, it's a way to just track all of your transactions, your GCI, all of that information. So you're just going to be putting in information about your transaction, what the status is. You can put in the dates, and then all of the the commission rates and the splits and all that, and then it will calculate your gross commission, the referral fee, the brokerage commission. If you're part of a team, how much is the team getting and how much are you getting? And then it just has a simple kind of tracker here for, home inspection, financing, and appraisal. So major contingencies, so you can kind of see and track kind of where each transaction is at any point in time. So that is the transaction tracker. And then finally, the next one is the pipeline. So these next three sheets are all kind of tracking the people that, your CRM. It's a basic version of your CRM. So if you don't have any CRM, you need to start using this immediately. If you already have a CRM, like a real estate specific CRM, you can do a lot of these functions in your own CRM. But if you don't have anything, or you don't, want to use your CRM and you'd rather have it all in one template, then this template provides you with a basic CRM for your use, along with everything else in that you can use for your business. So how this works is, let me go through the buyer and seller pipelines first. So these two sheets, there's a seller pipeline to track, any seller leads, and then there's a buyer pipeline, which looks exactly the same, except this is tracking your buyer leads. So with the seller pipeline, you can put, for any new person, you can put the, what status they're in, their name, their contact information, when they came into your sphere, right? When they were a new lead, the day they were a new lead, and then when was the last time you contacted them. So the key feature of any CRM is you need to know when to follow up with people, right? And so this is what this does. So let's say you, the last time you contacted this person was January 5th. Then you said, okay, after talking to this person, I need to follow up with them in 2 months. So to do that, then it automatically then just calculates your next contact date. So you don't have to be figuring out, on your calendar, like what's the 2 months from now or what's 1 week from now. It'll just automatically calculate. You just put in whatever day you talk to them and when's the next time you need to follow up with them. And then it'll just automatically calculate this day. Now, on top of that, it will color code if the day is past, right? So since I'm recording this past March 6th, it's putting it in red saying, hey, you said you're going to follow up with this person on this day. You have not followed up with them, right? So it'll put it in red. Now, dates that are coming up pretty soon, like in the next week, that is going to be in orange. So you can kind of know, okay, like it's going to be kind of just on your mind that, okay, at some point I'm going to have to contact this person in the next week. And then finally, for days that are like way in the future, a couple weeks away, you really don't need to think about that person at this moment in time. So it's not color coded. So all you have to do is just make sure that there's no red here. Me as an agent, if I were using this, I'm not too good right now because I have a lot of reds here. But you should make sure you contact everybody in red. And then you're kind of knowing what's happening for the people that are upcoming in orange. And then in yellow are the ones that you should contact today. So you can quickly look to see if there's anybody that you're supposed to contact on a specific day. Okay. Then the seller pipeline also has, the seller journey. So you kind of see where they are in the process. Like, have you already done a CMA for them? Have they already signed a listing agreement with you? Are they under contract? Are they closed? So this person, is closed already. So that's why you're not contacting them for like maybe over a year. And that's like the next time you're going to contact them. So you can track all of your past clients and past seller leads, current seller leads, and future seller leads with this process. And then there's some more information here. You can talk about, add in their address. It'll link to a Google map of that address, and then some information about the property type and things like that. So similar on the buyer side, you're going to be able to figure out the buyer status or put in the buyer status. You'll be able to, put in their contact information, their lead source, and then again, same process of, just putting down when you last contacted them, the follow-up schedule, and then it'll automatically calculate that next contact date. And then they have some more stuff for the buyer journey. So have they been pre-approved? Did they sign a buyer's agreement? And where are they in the transaction? and then some columns for the your home search. So that's the basis for the buyer pipeline. So once you have these two, so this is where you're going to put all the information in. And then this pipeline dashboard, again, is read only. Do not make any changes to the dashboard because this is all pulling from the seller and buyer pipelines. So now you can quickly see, okay, what is in my pipeline? Like how many new leads do I have? How many are pre-qualified? How many are active? You know, if you don't have a lot of actives or you don't have a lot of pre-qualified, that probably means at some point you're going to be running out of, you know, clients. So you really need to always have a lot of, you know, new and pre-qualified people in addition to the people that you're working with. So this allows you to see kind of where your pipeline is. Again, also your lead sources, where your biggest lead sources are for both your buyers and your sellers. And then this is then pulling, you know, for the next 7 days, who you need to contact. So it'll tell you which clients you need to contact in the next couple of days. And then it also has the past clients as well. Like, hey, you forgot to call these people, so this list will get longer and longer if you forget to contact people. But if you're a type of person that's just like, just tell me who I need to contact today, and don't let me, you know, get overwhelmed with other people in my CRM, this is perfect for you. Because all you have to do every morning is open this up and it will tell you exactly who to contact for that day. And just make sure you contact those people and then update your CRM here with the next contact date. Okay. And then the next tab is the expenses. So this is a way to just track all of your expenses. So my recommendation is have like one credit card or one bank account, right, that just has that you're paying out all of your expenses from. And then, either on a weekly or a monthly basis, go in and, you know, just write down all of your expenses here so you can track everything that's going out of your business. Okay. And then finally, when you have all of this information, then again, this is another read-only dashboard. So this will populate based upon the transactions. You know, the income will populate based upon the transactions, and then your expenses will populate based upon this expense tab. So when you have the information in here, it'll automatically calculate your total, how much your splits are, and then your total expenses, and then most importantly, your net profit. So are you actually, making money every month in your business? And so you can see that very easily if you have, your transactions tab and your expenses up to date. And then there's a couple more dashboards over here that can be very helpful to you as well. So this is a business overview. And so this talks about, are you on track for your goals, right? So here is just a repeat of just a reminder, right? Here was your annual goals. This is not broken down. So this is a total, but then it's broken down by buyers and sellers here. But let's say annually your total number of leads is 205, your monthly goal is 17, weekly is 4, and then it'll calculate based upon, again, your transactions, on your transactions along with the lead generation tab. So if you're keeping up with that and making it accurate, then now you can see your year to date, like how many leads have you gotten for this past year up to now, right? And then based upon this, it'll estimate the total number of leads that you'll get for the rest of the year. So if up to now you've gotten 105 leads, then if you're going to do the same work at the same pace, then your projected number of leads total will be 180. So now, and then you can see the gap. So now I better ramp it up a little bit more, because if I continue to do the same level of work, I'm going to fall short of the number of leads that I need. Same thing here, right? This is a little bit more obvious. If you have an annual goal of 31 and you have only closed 2 transactions so far, if you've only done that, maybe you're only going to get one more. So that's going to be only 3 closed transactions, and you are 28 less than what you wanted to do. So this is a really good way to just kind of see, hey, am I on track with my goals or not? And then finally, down here also is kind of more of a roll up from the lead generation tracker. So you can see where all of your leads are coming, both on the buyer side and the seller side. Okay, and then this also just breaks down more of each of those individual numbers by month. So if you're not really a data person, you don't want to drill down, then just don't worry about this. But I include all of this information so that if you are really, trying to track your metrics and really understand where there are gaps in your business, this kind of detail is where you're going to find ways to improve your business and make it more efficient. So that is the Ultimate Real Estate Agent Business Tracker. So it has all of these 6, different types of ways to manage the numbers in your business, all in one spreadsheet. And for the most part, all of this stuff is linked so that you can really see with those dashboards how your business is doing, if it's on track, and what you need to do to improve. So again, I'm going to include the link below. If you are interested in purchasing this template, you can visit my website at shop.citrustemplates.com to pick up this template. And of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks.